What's up, guys? So it is Tuesday. We are just about to start the last workout of the off season. I'm very happy with the progress of it. So the off season, including the 2-week pivot block, as well as the 5-week kind of off season volume training, which has been going great. I'm very happy with where I'm at right now. Hit most of the numbers that I want to. Today we're going for squat and bench, last heavy session. I believe the last video I posted, I hit like 677 or something like that for a triple on deadlift or on squat, and I think I missed 215, 474 pounds for triple, which I actually ended up hitting the following week. So hopefully today I can go for 320 kilos, 705 pounds on squat, and I'd like to just eke out a little bit more on the bench, go for like 217.5. 479 pounds on that movement. Originally my goal was 220 kilos, 485, but missing that triple a couple weeks ago kind of set me back, as well as my training leading up to this session has been a little chaotic. So like I said, it's Tuesday. Normally I do this heavy training session on Saturday, but yeah, this past week has been a little crazy. I was in Sacramento last week from Sunday until Friday, at which point I flew to Richmond, Virginia for the RVA strongman competition, where I helped judge with Nick Best, and then him and myself did a seminar there on Sunday, came back on Monday. I thought about doing my heavy train session at RVA, but just with the competition going on, I didn't think I would have an opportunity, which I ended up not having an opportunity. So I didn't even bring my belt and a lot of my training equipment. So the plan was to hit this last training session on this Tuesday, mostly just also because I'm getting my hair transplant done on Thursday, and I can't lift for, like they said, 4 to 7 days post-treatment, and probably not supposed to go heavy for a couple weeks, but I'm probably gonna, send it on like the following Saturday. So that'll be like 9 or 10 days. So I think I'll be fine. But I'll probably like start kind of working in bench stuff and light work at that 4-day mark. So I won't miss too much training, hopefully. Hopefully the recovery process is pretty good. That's like my only worry about it, is how much recovery I'm gonna have to, or like how much training I'm gonna have to miss. So yeah, overall I'm excited for the hair transplant, but also just making sure it's not fucking up my training. I kind of wish I had done it a little bit earlier in the off season, or maybe like after Clash of Titans, but yeah, the opportunity was just too good to pass up at this point. So yeah, we're going to warm up on squats, hopefully hit that 320 kilos, 705 for triple. But also on top of like the week being kind of crazy is that normally my secondary squat day is on Wednesday, but that day I had a really long work day, and then on top of it I had to do a photo shoot or video shoot for Raskol. So I just ended up missing that day. So it has been almost like a week and a half since my last squat session. So I do feel very detrained on that movement. So I'm a little bit nervous with that, as well as like my last bench session was on Thursday. So about 4 days or so since my last bench, which usually I try and hit like a session every other day for the most part. So we'll see how that affects my strength today. Hopefully 320's there and 217.5. If last warm-up feels really good, maybe I'll go 220, but I think I want to play it safe, hit 217.5, and like finish on a good note for bench. So that said, we're going to start warming up the squat.
Your back if you got a mind. Please, girl, you don't have to let down. Just
So obviously, top set did not go quite as well as I would have liked. You know, warm-ups were feeling pretty good. Honestly, it felt good actually warming up. I didn't feel like crazy strong, but also the weight all felt very light. Even on the top set, the weight on my back felt very comfortable, but it just felt like I didn't have that pop in my quads. And I think that's just the case of being detrained. Obviously, taking like almost a week and a half off of squats didn't help. So yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't quite there. The weight felt comfortable, but decided to call it after a double. It was a pretty grinder, but yeah, to be expected with how this past week went. Can definitely tell flying yesterday kind of affected me a little bit as well. So yeah, we're gonna move on to bench, and hopefully that goes a little bit better. So we'll talk about that in a bit. All right, so that wraps up the bench. Went much better than the squat. Before we talk about it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave any questions you have for me in the comment section below. And if you guys need help with your training, don't forget to check out Proven Strength app. Link for that description below. Get access to 40 plus programs designed by Andy and myself. 3, 4, 5 day programs range from beginner, intermediate, advanced, powerlifting, powerbuilding, bodybuilding style train, single lift, and you can follow along with my own train, which, as I talked about at the beginning, wrapping up the GOAT off season, I'll be working on my peaking program here this week, and we'll probably have it up in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. And if you guys are using it, don't forget to tag myself and Proven Strength on Instagram so I can share your videos. We also have a private Discord where you ask questions, get form checks, and talk about training. Also, don't forget to check out Next Level Strength for the best gear in the industry, designed by Andy and myself. Go ahead, check that out. Code Bilbo to save 10%. Again, if you guys are using our gear, tag myself and Andy or Next Level in your videos. All right, got the sponsored stuff out of the way. We can talk about the training now. So really happy, worked up to that 217.5 kilos, 479 pounds for a top triple. And I'm very happy with how it moved. As much as taking time off a squat did not work out well for the top set on that movement, it did feel like it benefited me on the bench, where my back getting into position the last few weeks to like months really has just felt very like crunchy and uncomfortable. And just kind of taking that time off, my back, my spine, and everything were feeling much better. Like my scapulas are, I feel like, moving way better. And yeah, that just like translated to my positioning on the bench feeling so much better than it has the last few weeks. I feel like I could get like an extra like half inch or inch of arch, reducing that range of motion a little bit and putting my shoulders in a more comfortable position, stronger. And yeah, it moved well. That was one of my best triples that I've ended a block at leading into peaking in quite some time. So that has me feeling very good about leading into this prep. You know, I can actually gain weight this prep, and I think that's going to translate to hopefully a big bench. So hopefully I can get back up to that like 272 and a half, 600 pound club and really establish myself as a top tier bencher again. It feels like it's been a while since I've had a very good bench. Yeah, it's frustrating. So things are looking up, sitting like just over 12 weeks out. Got to take the week off. Hopefully I can do like at least a little bit of light benching next week and then lead into actually prepping following weekend. So we're going to wrap up the video here. Hopefully the hair transplant goes well. And yeah, stay tuned for the peaking program on Proven Strength. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next video.
We get that fresh glaze on the